Coming up at 3 o'clock, the Division III state championship game at Fawcett Stadium. Randy Reinhardt and A.J. Trapasso will bring you the game between Shawnee and Cardinal Mooney. But one more quarter of football to go in Division V this year, and right now it is the Hornets of Kirtland leading the Cavaliers of Coldwater 14-7. Total offense through 3 quarters is now 245 to 200 in favor of Kirtland. Your leading players in this game so far: Christian Haber, 22 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown for Kirtland. Austin Bruns now 10 of 18 passing for Coldwater for 157 yards, no picks, and he's got now a rushing touchdown as their leading ball carrier as well, 41 yards on 9 carries. And Justin, as it comes down to this fourth quarter, it goes back to, will Kirtland continue to control the offensive line of scrimmage? They've got 8 on that first down play. They got 2nd down and 2 coming up when we resume play.
I think a big part of it is going to be how Christian Haber is feeling. The second drive of the second half, they didn't really go to him much. After we saw that first drive, they kind of were on his back and he carried them. That ankle is feeling all right, and they can go kind of lean on him to move that ball. I think they'll be okay, but if he's hurting, you're not going to get that same push going up the middle of the field.
Stack eye, 2nd down from the 28, going right to left, and they'll hand it off to the first man through for the first time in this game. And it looks like Godek is going to get him a first down just over the 30-yard line.
I tell you got to feed him a bone every now and then, right? He's been blocking and blocking and blocking. Finally, you give him the ball and let him pick up that first down on a 2nd and 1, and hey, why not? It's just another thing defense has to worry about now, I guess.
Temperature 39 degrees. We had a lot of sunshine in the first half. That has disappeared. I feel like it's about to snow or do something right now. Temperatures are dropping, and the conditions are heating up. And this is Eilerman. Late pitch to Washington. Catches it, cuts back at the 35, and down at the 38-yard line. Isaac Dippold will make the tackle after a gain of about 5 or 6. Second time Eilerman has been really kind of slowed down in the backfield. One time he kept and made something happen. This one he made a dangerously late pitch, but it picked him up 7 yards.
Yeah, doing a good job of fighting through that in the backfield to get out where he needs to be. Tough pitch right there, dangerous, like you said. I think Damon Washington really wishes he came back into the middle of the field. That's where you got to remember. That's where everybody's coming from that wants to tackle you. You got to run away, go towards the sideline, maybe pick up a couple more yards.
Umpire had stepped in. Apparently we had something that was an issue, and now they will start the clock here. So the Hornets will re-huddle and now walk back up to the line of scrimmage, which is the 38. 1 minute gone by, fourth quarter. Kirtland with the ball and a 7-point lead. Stack eye, Halbert left tackle, and more. 50, cuts back, 45, brought down by Klosterman from behind at the 40-yard line. That is 22 yards for Christian Haber. One of those ones where he'll get up slow and lumber back to the huddle, but he looked like a thoroughbred on that run.
Didn't look like anything was wrong on that run right there, but he's going to let everybody know that, I'm out here doing this with a bum ankle. Nice little run there. Jordan Klosterman, not giving up on the play, coming from the line of scrimmage to he came in with a nice strong rip trying to force that ball out. But Haber knew that was going to be happening and tucked it up and made sure that he didn't turn the ball over. Nice, huge play for a first down and getting the ball across midfield.
And Caleb Seifring, defensive back for Coldwater, helped off the field, and it looks like a shoulder injury. From the 40 of Coldwater, 1st down and 10, toss sweep Washington near side. Marker down, Washington down at the 35-yard line. And this will be our first penalty of the game against Kirtland. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Usually when you got that kind of play with the lineman running out, flag goes down right away. That's hands somewhere where they weren't supposed to be.
So it would have been 2nd down and 7 from the 37, but it's going to come back. The marker's resting at roughly the 39, so it should be about 1st and 19 when they scrimmage here with 10:22 to play, fourth quarter. Christian Haber, a 6-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Damon Washington, an 8-yard touchdown run with 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. Made it 14-0 at half. Kirtland.
10-yard penalty.
Late third quarter, a touchdown run of Austin Bruns of 6 yards. And that cut the lead to 14-7. That's where we stand now. And Kirtland's first possession since that touchdown. And after their first penalty of the game, it will be 1st and 19 from the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know about the stats. I'd be interested to see, but I don't feel like this is a team that gets many penalties called on them. I think they play pretty clean. Not really an offense built to pick these yards
and
back
here's
up.
Hauber on a carry, spurts through the middle, and it's a foot race now. And he'll be drugged down at the 11-yard line by Aaron Mestamaker and Troy Otten, and it just opened up again straight up the middle.
Of course, as I'm about to say how they're not made to pick up 19 yards on a first down, he rips one off for 30.
At 39 on the run.
I mean, that just opened up. I mean, when you keep pounding and pounding and pounding, sooner or later something's going to pop. And right there, we've seen 2 plays out of the last 3 or 4 where he's really found some good space to run.
And another injury, Jordan Harlemert, defensive end, went hobbling off the field to the bench. And boy, the last thing Coldwater needs are more injuries, and they're sustaining them here on an important drive that Kirtland will have 1st and goal, nose of the football, sitting right at the 10. 9:40 and counting, 4th quarter. Christian Hauber up the middle and undercut at the 4. Gain of 6. Well, maybe Coach Laverty went back to, hey, I need another drive out of you now.
Hey, we didn't get that score on the first drive like we talked about, so we're going to need you to come back in and help us out.
Did you think he was going to come out if he could play? I mean, let's face it.
Definitely. I mean, this is not one of those games. You do anything you can to get on that field, and even if someone's telling you it's probably not a good idea, as long as he can run a little bit on that ankle, he was going to be in that huddle.
I remember Storm Klein for Licking Valley back in, 2007, I believe.
Yep.
Played with a lacerated kidney.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And his team lost. 2nd down and goal from the 4. Hauber pulls his way to the goal line, and a Kirtland touchdown. Like a battering ram into a door.
I guess they figure, hey, he got us down here. Let's let him finish it off. We've been getting 5 yards a pop, giving him the ball up the middle. All we need is 4 here, and that's just enough to get into the end zone.
Big drive by the Kirtland Hornets, searching for their first football state championship. Lions point after is good. Timeout on the field with 8:49 left in the 4th quarter. It is now Kirtland 21 and Coldwater 7. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
Hi, I'm Jerry Lucas. Everybody knows that high school sports give us excitement. They also give us leaders and role models, and they bring our communities together. Sometimes they give us heroes, other times they give us heartbreak. But they always give us an opportunity to learn, grow, and practice life skills. I know high school sports gave me a lot while growing up in Ohio, just as they do for today's young people. So shouldn't we give high school sports our full support?
This is Archie Griffin, and you're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network would like to welcome those listening around the state and around the world on our great affiliates, like Findlay's WFIN 1330 AM, bringing you all of the state championship games, as well as Ontario's WRGM 1440 AM. McConnellsville, WJAW 100.9 FM, bringing you today's Division 5 state championship as well. And you can listen along the internet at northcoastpigskin.com, radionorthcoast.com, and jjhuddle.com as well. And we say around the world, and we mean that, right, Justin?
We mean that. We had a tweet come in from Uganda listening to her team, the Hornets. Let's see if I can pull it up. Phone's just not working. It's cold out here.
That's
the phone
right.
gets cold, you know.
Christian Hauber, a 5-yard touchdown run on the drive, 8 plays, 80 yards in 3 minutes and 39 seconds. And Hauber now 182 yards rushing. And he had all but about 9 yards on that drive right there.
He took that drive over for the most part, and He was the reason they got it in the end zone. Noble effort listening from Uganda. Go Hornets, she says.
Kickoff along the ground. Takes a high hop taken by Klosterman at the 25-yard line. Broke one tackle and stumbled down at the 36. Okay, your Coldwater, your only confidence you've really had in this game came on your last offensive possession. Well, now you've got to muster 2 more scores, and you've got 8:49 to try and do it against a defense, Justin, that's only allowing 6.5 points a game, so roughly 1 touchdown a game.
Exactly, but it'd be better to have that last drive be the best one in the first drive at the beginning of the game. So they got a little confidence here. They went down and scored somewhat quick on that last drive, so you get a couple plays, you hit a big one, you know, you can get in the end zone pretty fast.
Left to right go the Cavaliers, and we'll have 3 receivers to the left here on 1st down and 10 from their own 35. They fake a bubble screen, and now Bruns will be slammed to the ground by Schroeder back at the 25-yard line. Cannon Schroeder, mentioned it earlier, only a sophomore. He has started every game in his 2 years of being in high school as a freshman and sophomore. This is number 28 today.
And he comes up with a huge sack in the 4th quarter of the state championship game, trying to fake the wide receiver screen, trying to get something deep for a quick score. Defense didn't bite, had to hold on to the ball just a little bit too long, and Schroeder fighting hard in there, gets in and makes a huge sack.
Well, 2nd down and 20 from back at the 25-yard line now. Huber will come in motion, 3 receivers near side. They rush 3. They set up a screen to Drew Klosterman. He's tripped up and brought down at the 25-yard line by Moreno. They had a screen set up, and Moreno just busted right through it.
You know, we've talked about Coldwater playing good fundamental defense all day. Right there is the same thing. Everybody's going to the right. They're trying to get a screen back to the left. And Moreno, staying put, playing his position, is there to make the tackle.
And if you're wondering and no names, he is related to Chagrin Falls' head coach, Moreno, who lost last week to Cardinal Mooney in the state semifinals, played here in a state championship game a year ago. We saw the Tigers. 3rd down and 19. They have to get to the 45. Kirtland rushes 3, Bruns down the middle for Ott, and he's got it at a 1st down at the 45-yard line. How about that catch? And you saw the reaction by Moreno, whose defense was perfect.
Yeah, he was there. That was a great ball. Austin Bruns couldn't have put that any better. Troy Otten goes up. I mean, that's his 2nd big play in 2 drives. Where's he been all day? I'd have been throwing this guy the ball more often.
I mean, that's just a phenomenal throw and catch right there.
I mean, needing 19, you're thinking maybe 4 down territory. Doesn't even matter. You go and pick it all up on one play.
7 minutes to go. 21-7 Kirtland at the 45-yard line. Bruns surveys the defense. Now will bring Stammen in motion. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. For Bruns, Fagan right, coming back left. Klosterman out of the backfield. 30 or 45, 50, stays on his feet to the 40 and to the Kirtland 35-yard line. And another big chunk of yards, 20 yards to Drew Klosterman out of the backfield.
We knew it going into this game. There's no quitting these Coldwater kids. And even with 8 minutes or 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, down by 2. Still playing as hard as ever, moving the ball down the field. They're able to get a quick one here on the 35-yard line. You never know what could happen.
Drew Klosterman had 23 yards receiving this year. He got 20 on that catch. 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll line up in a slot to the right. They've got Troy Ott in the backfield. Is that Seifring in the backfield? They got somebody new. It is Seifring, so he's back in there. Looking to throw Bruns on 1st down. Steps up, will try and run, spins, and then slammed down by Rebelli at the 33-yard line. Cannon Schroeder's strong, by the way. Did you see what he did there to the offensive lineman? He just threw him out of the way.
For a sophomore, too.
Wow.
I mean, the coaching staff has to love seeing that.
Look at him out there.
This kid who's played all these games, and he's coming back for 2 more years.
Man.
I mean, making an impact in these games, too.
Yeah, he's going to be on some scouting charts, I would say, huh?
Oh, I'm sure he already is.
2nd down and 8. Short gain for Bruns on the run. Clock ticking, 5:40 left, down 2 scores. Bruns with 3 receivers to the left and Klosterman in the backfield. Will look to throw here on 2nd down. Slings it left and caught, but out of bounds. Good catch. I believe it was Huber, but couldn't keep the toes in bounds, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. Clock stops, 5:31 to go in the game.
He did a good job of making sure his route was just above the 1st down stick. Fortunately, ball kind of just took him a little bit to the outside, out of bounds by the time he had control of the ball falling to the ground.
So it is 4-down territory for Coldwater, so they know that they can pick up some here and then get the rest on 4th down. They don't have to get it all here, but they do need the 25 for a new set of downs. Seifring and Mestemaker right. Otten and Huber left. Ball left hash mark. Bruns takes a shotgun snap. Looking left. He's got pressure from Rebelli. Will run away from it and has room. 30, 25, 20. Cuts back at the 15 and down at the 13-yard line. 20 yards for Austin Bruns. Coldwater first down.
We knew coming in he can run the ball. He can make some things happen with his feet. Nobody's open downfield. He breaks off some tackles. I feel like Neil Rebelli was chasing him from the middle of the field until he finally made the tackle out on near the sideline. Just a great pickup, first down inside the 20-yard line.
Ball at the 12. Clock rolling. 5:10 to go in the game. 21-7 Kirtland. Cavs trying to make it interesting again. Bruns looks over the defense. 7 on the play clock. Austin takes the shotgun snap, looking left, now rolls, comes back to his right, trying to make something happen again, throws it out of bounds. Back corner of the end zone. Bruns was leveled on the play, and they will help him up. That was Evan Bretttrager, who ended up knocking him down at the end.
And Bretttrager and Schroeder again getting after the quarterback there, making life tough for Austin Bruns in the backfield. Does a good job of staying alive, keeping things going. Just decides to throw it away. Smart move. Live to play another down, 2nd and 10, inside the 15.
Well, Neil Rebelli, whether it was that play or the previous play, either winded or banged up. He ended up taking himself out. Got a replacement here on this 2nd down for the Kirtland defense. 2 receivers left, 2 right, ball on the near hash mark. Now Seifring in motion right to left to make it 3 to the wide side. They'll roll the pocket that way. Bruns throws over the middle, incomplete. Huber was the intended receiver. There's a penalty marker down near the line of scrimmage on the far side of the field, assuming that this would be, it is. It's going to be procedure. Looked like Seifring maybe started upfield too soon. And a decision here if you're Kirtland. Is it 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 10?
Yeah, I mean, moving them back may open things up more for, some routes down the field. You're giving them some five extra yards to play with.
They're going to decline it.
Go 3rd and 10 here.
Yeah, they're going to decline it. The downs, I would think, are more important, right?
I agree with that 100%. It gets tougher. Things close up as the closer you get to the end zone. Those windows are a little bit smaller. So make them go 3rd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Yep. And your defense has been played well the last 2 plays. See if they can hold on a couple more times.
You had mentioned it in the open. This defense has 23 interceptions. They haven't been close to one today. No. Will they come up with one down here at the goal line? 3rd down and 10. Clock stop. 4:48 to go. Kirtland on a Hobber touchdown run on their last possession, making this a 2-possession game again. That was a big touchdown. Mestemaker's got single coverage down here to the near side. 3 receivers to the left. Bruns and Mestemaker, a little communication just now as well. Austin Bruns, junior quarterback, on 3rd down, looking right, now looking back left, throws into the corner. Oh, and it's incomplete. Seifring dropped it. It was a sure touchdown, and it went right through his hands. And it'll be 4th down, and they will have to go for it here, down by 14 points.
Man, that is tough. Austin Bruns did a great job hanging in the pocket, letting that little dig develop. The window opened up great, and, man, Caleb Seifring wishes he had that one back right into the chest. Surefire touchdown.
I'll tell you what, I ended up seeing there too. All 5 of the offensive linemen ran right to Seifring in the end zone, picked him up, said, hey guys, we got another play to go here.
It's 4th down, we got to come up with something here.
That was great teamwork right there. Stammen, Seifring, Otten left, Mestemaker right. They need the 2 for a 1st down. 4th down, maybe the ball game. Bruns looking, throws, back corner for Seifring, and incomplete. That one really never had a chance, and they will turn it over on downs. The quarterback, Bruns, begging for a marker, but that was just good defense in the secondary by Aya Moreno, and the Cavaliers will turn it over on downs with 4:39 to go.
Yeah, they run that play a couple times trying to get that pick out there and get that corner off free to the corner of the end zone. Defense just did a good job. They've seen it a couple times today, staying put and playing that just as good as you could for the most part. It would have had to been a perfect ball to even have a chance to catch.
Timeout on the field, 4:39 to play in the game. It is Kirtland 21, Coldwater 7. Here on the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, where we whittle agents' intellects into pointy, sharp utensils. And this is a pop quiz. What is the best way to save on insurance if you own a car and a house? Should you A, sit down with a farmer's agent to combine your policies into a delightful savings sandwich, or B, keep separate policies? The answer? A, talk to us and pass the mayo.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Call a farmer's agent to see how you can save on auto and home insurance. Find your local agent at farmers.com.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
For the latest Ohio High School Athletic Association news, visit the website at www.ohsaa.org. The OHSAA website is more than just championships, so log on today. You'll have you got all the game previews, game recaps. You can access the internet audio from right there at ohsaa.org. And game one just about in the books, and it looks like the Kirtland Hornets are going to win their first state championship with 4:39 to go. They've got the football leading 21-7. And on first down, out of a stack guy, it is Christian Haber, and he will be ridden to the ground at around the 13-yard line by Derek Collette, and Coldwater will burn its first timeout here in the second half. And they're going to elect to use those right here, Justin, because with the clock winding down, they still need the football twice.
Kind of takes you back to the end of the first half. Kirtland gets the ball with 4 minutes to go on the clock, and they run it all the way down to 6 seconds left. So I'm sure they're talking in that huddle, hey, let's pick up a first down. Let them use their timeouts, pick up a first down, and go from there.
Coach Tiger Laverty had talked in their the press conference earlier in the week when writers were asking him about the experience factor and getting here to his first state championship. He said, look, we really thought we could have been here a couple of times, but not only Kirtland but Coldwater feeling the effects of the dominance by Youngstown Ursuline in their championship runs that they had been making, eliminating literally both of these teams the last 3 or 4 years. Kirtland 3 of the last 4, Coldwater the last 3, and I mean it's just been something else, the run by Ursuline. But I mean you almost feel like Kirtland never once in this game showed any signs of being in their first state championship game.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. These two teams probably have mutual feelings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ursuline's been that team that neither of them could get by. But, yeah, just like you said, they haven't really showed that big game nerves or.
Haber on a carry, about 4 or 5 here out to the 18. Coldwater will burn another timeout now, and they will have third and about 4 to go. And we had talked about, Kirtland blowing people out, getting a shutout in the state semifinal, winning 42-0. Fans are always concerned about the team. Now they haven't played a 4-quarter game. How do they react to that and things of that nature? I'm sure you went through that as well in your days. You had blowout wins where you maybe were out after one possession in the third quarter, and other games where you maybe had to play deep into the fourth or in overtime or something. Does that really affect players, all that much?
I don't think so. It really never affected me. You go into a game wanting to put a lot of points on the board and execute the way that it was drawn up to be, and when that happens, you're going to score a lot of points. And if anything, it keeps these guys healthy. They get to play, and they get to sit out that fourth quarter. They still played the game. They still practiced all week. They executed the way they were supposed to, and it's almost like they get a little break at the fourth quarter because of it. So if anything, it just helps out, keeps the legs going. You think about playing in the playoffs. Most of these teams down to the wire, everybody's playing the whole game. And then you have a team who, maybe the guys didn't have to play the fourth quarter. They're getting a little bit more rest throughout the playoffs. That helps coming down into the first weekend in December.
In week 7, this defense of Kirtland gave up 20 points. Since then, they've given up 28 combined, and only 7 more today. Pitch out, Washington, head forward, first down, and he's gone! Down the left sideline. This will be 81 yards for Damon Washington, and will seal a state championship win for the Kirtland Hornets.
Well, we knew he was their speed guy around the corner all day long. They've been using him on sweeps, pitching it to the outside. Right there, the sea parted. All he had to do was run right through it. And once he's out, you're not catching him. He's got some speed to him.
Damon Washington, junior running back. And as you said, once he got to the corner and got by that first line, it was all over. And a sideline warning will be given to the Hornets. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just don't.
They don't.
They're up 27-7 with 4:10 to go in the game.
That's fine. You know, your kids are excited, coaches are excited, everybody's out on that field. You're 4 minutes from being state champions, and a little 5-yard penalty is just what it is.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff. And the point after is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field, 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. The Kirtland Hornets now lead Coldwater 28-7 on the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
My name is Manny Morales. I'm 45 and I coach youth football. It's still hard to believe because the high school me
was a work in progress, but big brothers, big sisters give me a real role model, and the young me
needed a role model bad. My bigger brother's name is Ray, and Ray is the reason that this 7-year-old grows up to be a role model himself.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child. Start something today at bigbrothersbigsisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.
How long was it? 7?
The OHSAA wants all of our student athletes to stay healthy and stay in the game. The Stay in the Game campaign educates parents, coaches, athletic administrators, and students on healthy lifestyles and sports medicine initiatives to improve the students' interscholastic athletic experience, specifically receiving the right vaccinations. Remember to stay in the game. The Kirtland Hornets put it away on an 81-yard touchdown run by Damon Washington. 3 plays, 88 yards, just 29 seconds. 10 yards off the longest touchdown run in a Division V state championship game. And Lyon will kick it along the ground. Jordan Klosterman will pick it up at the 30 and return it out near the 33-yard line. The longest touchdown run in a D5 championship game, Joe Schmidt from Covington, of 91 yards all the way back in 1979 against Mighty Mog.
Man.
The Mogador. Well, I miss Mogador. Where are they? They're about due to have a little run here to get back to this thing. They were
a staple here
oh,
for
they've been
a long
St. Henry,
time. Yeah.
playing 9 and 10 overtime state championship games.
Remember that? Those were the days, huh?
I missed that game. Got a call. I was on my way. Got a call to go do something else. Okay. Whoops, I missed the greatest game ever played.
Yeah.
That's
the longest game ever played.
Story of my life. First down from the 33-yard line. Cavaliers with the ball down 28-7, and Austin Bruns will throw over the head of Ottman. Incomplete. And it'll be second down and 10 with 3:58 to go.
Just trying to do anything you can to move the ball down the field while on the sideline to, stop the clock, get out of bounds, save your your timeouts, and they're just overshot it a little bit. Still had Schroeder coming down on him hard. That kid is not giving up. No matter what the scoreboard says, he is going all out, trying to get a couple more sacks on his resume.
Second down from the 33. Bruns with Klosterman to his right, 2 receivers to either side, takes a shotgun snap, throws to Mestemaker here at the 40-yard line, lowers his head, lowers a pretty good hit, and out of bounds at the 42.5. He hit Damon Washington, gain of almost 10. Not sure why the Kirtland fans would be booing, but it's going to be first down and 10 for Coldwater.
Yeah, just trying to get a couple extra yards. You're going to come up to hit somebody, you got to be ready to go, no matter if you're on the sideline or not.
First down from the 43. 3 receivers to either side. Bruns looking, throws high, but caught by Stammen at the 49-yard line of Kirtland. That'll be a gain of 8. Clock winding, 3:45 to go.
Stammen, another big receiver, and go out there and go up and make that play. It's nice to have those big guys if you're not on target perfectly, and go up in the air. Use those long arms to pull one down for you.
Brings up second down 2.
Second down and 2. They say it was an 8-yard gain. Bruns now will throw, rolls right, maybe now will run, cuts back 50, 45. Schrader's got a hold of him, brings him down at the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7. It'll stop the clock, 3:16 to go. And down 28-7. Mogadore beats St. Henry in 1996, 61-58 in 3 overtimes.
Some points scored in that ball game.
I thought it was more overtimes. There was another game that
there was one a few years ago.
Several
I can't remember
overtimes.
Exactly who the teams were.
First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. The mind gets foggy at times. Here's Bruns to throw. Zips it. Stammen tipped it incomplete. Because I want to remember the name of the receiver that you threw the touchdown pass to in 1998. Is that what it was?
It was 8, yeah.
Who was
dating me? Michael Robinson. 6'8".
Man, was he good.
He was a heck of a player. It was nice to have. Talk about these
Really?
guys. Talk about these guys who are 6'2". You know, Mike was 6'7" or so, and he can go up and you throw him a little jump ball in the end zone.
Germantown, Valley View, and Manchester played a 5 overtime game, but it was only 31-24. That was a 97. Second down. I'm just reading at this point. Second down, 2:55 to go. Second down. And Bruns will roll to his left. He will look that way. He's got Stammen wide open at the 30. Hits him. Stammen bobbled, but got the feet in bounds at the 29-yard line. 13 yards and a first down. And look at Coach Laverty. All the way out onto the field to talk to an official that was nowhere near the play. Coach, you're up 28-7.
He's still getting after here. No. Once you're in that zone, you're in the zone.
I guess.
So the final whistle, I guess.
You saw him out of my zone right now over here reading.
Yeah. Maybe sitting down on the bench having some water right now if you're coaching this team.
Yeah, this is a great win for Kirtland, and in a way you feel for Coldwater. 3rd consecutive state championship game, and they're going to come up short.
Well, there's not many people who can say they've been to 3 state championship games in a row, so I mean, they got some great things going on with that community in this program.
Bruns pressured, but somehow gets out of it. Look at him make a play right here. Throws, caught right at the 20 by Stammen, and then will be tied up and slipped out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. By the way, that play right there by Bruns, get used to that. That's going to be what we're going to see all day tomorrow with Matty Mock.
Oh, yeah.
It's backyard football at its finest at times with those guys.
That it is. I'm excited to see it. It's putting up a lot of yards, and I imagine a lot of points as well. But it's a fun offense to watch.
Second down after the pickup of 8. 2:36 to go. Football at the 21-yard line. Coldwater down 28-7. And Austin Bruns on a little delay handoff to Klosterman. Lowers the boom over Aya Moreno, who made the tackle, but down to the 14 and a first down after a gain of 7.
As a little DB, you never enjoy seeing the big fullback coming straight at you with his head lowered. You just kind of go low and hope that he falls down as he goes over top of you.
So first down and 10. Football at the 14-yard line. Cavs not going quietly here. Bruns will throw back right corner and incomplete. He's just not been able to hit that play today. That's 3 times he's thrown it. 3 times the receivers had a step, and it's been incomplete.
Yeah, it's just a tough one. It's a tough ball to throw. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, when you got a cornerback basically covered right on your receiver, it's just got to be such a perfect ball. When it's wide open, it's a little easier. You just aim for the back of the corner, but when they're covered, you just got to make sure it's perfect so you don't want to get an interception, and it's a tough ball from that far away.
In an hour from now, Randy Reinhardt, AJ Trapasso will get you started for the Division III state championship game that'll come your way at 3 o'clock from Fawcett Stadium. Second down from the 14 here. Bruns looking left, throws, Stammen the catch at the 9, broke a tackle, cut back at the 5, and then driven out of bounds near the 2. Stopping the clock with 2:04 left in the 4th quarter, and it'll be first down and goal now for Coldwater.
Stammen doing a good job of staying alive out there, making guys miss, trying to get in the end zone to put their score up to 14. Looks like being on the 2-yard line, it's going to happen here within the next couple plays.
So first down and goal. See if this isn't a Bruns run here. Surveys the defense. Stammen will come in motion, making 3 receivers to the right. Stammen will follow Klosterman right up into the hole, dives into the air. Ball came out. It's in the back of the end zone. Kirtland says they have it, and they do. They've recovered a fumble. And Bruns is arguing that he had already broken the plane. And I'm not seeing any sort of indication by the officials that they would be thinking otherwise. And it's going to be a touchback, and it will be Kirtland football with 1:57 to go. Well, Bruns got up into the air, and the ball came out. From here, we had no chance to see it.
Yeah.
Even when it came out, the only reason I knew it came out, I saw guys scampering all of a sudden.
Yeah, it didn't look like he necessarily had to go airborne, but he did, trying to get over and reach the ball. And when you get that ball extended from your body, a lot of hands trying to knock that thing out, and popped out to the back of the end zone.
If you are someone who likes to prognosticate and try and pick, I'm telling you, it's a trend at these state finals is take the team that runs the football. You've got 4 pass attempts today by Kirtland. They're going to win by 21 points.
Yeah, they get this far by running the ball. You know they're good at it. So
a couple of years ago, the top 4 divisions 1 through 4, the state champions, I think, combined for like 16 passes.
Yeah.
They've been attempted out of the 4 teams. We got to delay a game here against Kirtland, so that'll back them up 5 yards. As Schroeder and Perry Rebelli have got the 1 Gatorade bucket ready to go.
That's going to be a cold bath.
You know, Rebelli's a senior. Schroeder's a sophomore. He's still got to put up with Coach for 2 more years.
Yeah.
Boy, they got that bucket hidden well, and there it goes. He backed right into it. Here is Haber. Short gain of maybe 2. What a day today for Christian Haber. 29 carries, 190 yards for a guy we were concerned may not play in the second half.
I tell you, I bet that ankle probably isn't feeling too bad right about now. Watching that clock tick down to minute 40. Offense has the ball. They're trying to run this clock out. He's probably feeling no pain right now.
And if you're curious, the record in Division 5 for rushing yards in a game by an individual, he's not close.
No.
And by not close, I mean by really not close. 2nd down and 13 after a gain of 2. Eilerman will give to Haber, and he'll be met and dropped at the 22-yard line. Does the name Tony Franklin do anything for you? A running back for Bedford St. Peter Chanel. He went on to Virginia and played defensive back. And in the Division 5 state championship game in 2001, he rushed for 393 yards.
393?
Against Marion Pleasant.
Oh, my goodness.
And that is a record for any championship game,
he
by the way.
He probably has the record for touchdowns in a game, too, I'd imagine.
For the big day.
Man.
Last play of the game coming up. Eilerman will take a knee. And the Kirtland Hornets, in their first appearance in a state championship game, will come away holding the Division 5 state championship trophy. As the final seconds will tick down, the final score will read Kirtland 28 and Coldwater 7. Two teams, as the clocks finally hit triple zeros, will make their way out onto the field and will shake hands. The score really doesn't indicate. This was a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter at 14-7. And Kirtland, I mean, you got to give them credit. The way that they just wore Coldwater down throughout. And time of possession ended up being 10 minutes separated, 28-17.
Which isn't that bad considering what it was at half. But, you know, this offense they have, it's run, run, run. It just wears that defense down. And I think we saw that today. Late in that 4th quarter, just, you know, wasn't able to get the job done.
So Kirtland wins the state championship in Division 5 by a final score of 28-7. Let's pause for these messages from your local stations. You are listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
There's nothing like a crowd screaming and the band playing, an entire community showing its support. Hi, I'm Chris Spielman. I had a lot of thrills playing football in college and in the pros, but there was just as much excitement playing in high school. Sometimes there are heroes and sometimes there's heartache, but high school football creates memories that will last a lifetime. So please show your support for high school sports, where the lessons learned help build the leaders of tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
You remember that ball game we went to a couple years ago?
Sure.
And how you didn't have enough cash for 2 hot dogs, so you walked with me on your shoulders until we found an ATM? And then when we got back to our seats, we never saw the hot dog guy again.
Well, I don't remember all that.
Yeah, that was an awesome game.
You never know which moments will be the ones they'll remember forever. So take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Today's Division 5 state championship game brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Refuel with Chocolate Milk. Farmers Insurance, because ready feels good. East Bay, the athletic sports source. Sports Time Ohio, bands for life. Marathon Oil, fueling the American spirit. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. And by Taco Bell, think outside the bun. 28-7, Kirtland wins the Division 5 state championship. A reminder coming up at 3 o'clock at Fawcett Stadium in Canton. It will be Cardinal Mooney going for championship number 9, Shawnee going for its first. And it'll be Randy Reinhardt, AJ Trapasso with the call. They will be on the air along the affiliates and on the internet beginning at 2:45. We will remind our fans that you want to re-access the game broadcast on the OHSAA or on your sites. Refresh your browser as you get ready for that state championship game coming up at the top of the hour. Both teams are huddling on the field. We're awaiting the trophy presentations for the runners-up of Coldwater and the champions of Kirtland. Kirtland in this game, just a couple of numbers as we will filter them in here, finished the day with 410 yards rushing on 59 carries, and Justin, most importantly, 6.9 yards per carry against a pretty decent Coldwater. I mean, you think of the teams that they've played this year, that's a good defense.
I mean, they're playing in a state championship game. I mean, they have a solid team, and Kirtland just came out today and basically took their game plan and did it flawlessly. I mean, they wanted to take control of the clock, take care of the ball, and they did that. And they put enough points on the board to put Coldwater out of play.
Kirtland and Coldwater down on the field right now. John Ault, Tim Erickson, Board of Directors with the OHSAA are there representing the OHSAA Board of Directors, and Roxanne Price, Assistant Commissioner of the OHSAA, is standing at midfield with Cavaliers, ready to present them their runners-up state championship trophy.
Coldwater High School. And now, Roxanne Price, Ohio High School Athletic Association Assistant Commissioner, assisted by John Ault and Tim Erickson, will present the 2011 Division 5 State Runner-Up Trophy to the Cavaliers from Coldwater High School.
Football championships. Let's applaud the effort of both of these teams. Cavaliers, only winners can play in state championships. You are a winner. You have had a championship season. You have upheld the tradition that is Cavalier football. This is your 3rd straight trip to the state championship, and that's an outstanding accomplishment. You not only have an outstanding team, You have an outstanding football program. And on behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and our board of directors, I present to you the state runner-up trophy.
Coldwater given the runners-up trophy, champions back in 2007, and now runners-up in 98, 2000, 2009, and 2010 and 11. All right, we'll pause for this break. 28-7, Kirtland a winner over Coldwater. Back after this for the state championship trophy presentation here on the OHSAA Radio Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know that low-fat chocolate milk is the perfect way to fuel up for any kind of fun and game? Chocolate milk is the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association because eating healthy foods like low-fat chocolate milk and staying active will help you feel your best and keep you at the top of your game. Be sure to fuel up with chocolate milk because it tastes great and provides the same 9 essential nutrients found in white milk. Visit drink-milk.com to get facts on chocolate milk.
28-7, Kirtland a winner over Coldwater, and now the presentation of the championship trophy to the Hornets of Kirtland.
And now, Roxanne Price, Ohio High School Athletic Association Assistant Commissioner, assisted by OHSAA Board of Director members John Alt and Tim Erickson, will present the 2011 Division V State Championship Trophy to the Hornets of Kirtland High School.
State champions for the first time they ever got to the championship game, and congratulations to head coach Tiger Laverty and the Kirtland Hornets for clinching the Division V state championship. Marathon is proud to be the official fuel service provider of the OHSAA and support high school student athletes across the state of Ohio. Visit marathon.com to plan your next trip. Marathon has over 5,000 locations to serve you. Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Our second half drive of the game, well, Christian Haber pretty much did it all on his own. It made the score 21-7. It was an answer of Coldwater's touchdown at the end of the third quarter to make it 14-7. 8 plays, 80 yards in 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and 70 of the 80 yards on 5 carries by Christian Haber, and he had the last a 5-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it was a third series in the second half, and they just said, hey, we're going to put this offense on your back, and you're going to carry us like he has all season long, I'm sure, and he got the job done, going all the way down the field. I mean, I think one other play was
Damon Washington.
Yeah, Damon Washington, a pitch to Damon Washington, and other than that, Christian Haber got the job done.
Let's pause for 10 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Really? We have another game. Well, that's at night. Oh, I see. It'll be dark. Covered. 28-7, the Kirtland Hornets are state champions in Division 5. One final timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up from Tiger Stadium in Massillon after this on the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
Hey, sports fans, did you know that low-fat chocolate milk is the perfect way to fuel up for any kind of fun and game? Chocolate milk is the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association because eating healthy foods like low-fat chocolate milk and staying active will help you feel your best and keep you at the top of your game. Be sure to fuel up with chocolate milk because it tastes great and provides the same 9 essential nutrients found in white milk. Visit drink-milk.com to get facts on chocolate milk.
College football's only two-time Heisman Trophy winner, Ohio State's Archie Griffin, on sportsmanship.
Interscholastic athletics are about much more than wins and losses and the thrill of competition. They're about sportsmanship, representing your school, and setting the foundation for a lifetime of success. Participation in junior high and high school sports is a privilege, not a right, and the member schools of the Ohio High School Athletic Association follow a higher set of standards than non-school teams. Remember that when we talk about student athletes, the word student comes first for a reason.
A message from the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, where even the chaff is wheat, and this is a pop quiz. True or false? Finding discounts means clipping coupons. False. By sitting down with a farmer's agent, you'll get access to discounts that could save you hundreds on home and auto insurance. If you said true, put down the scissors and start saving on more than just canned yams.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Call a farmer's agent to see how you can save on auto and home insurance. Find your local agent at farmers.com.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
28-7, Kirtland a winner in the state championship game in Division 5. An hour away from kickoff in Division 3, Cardinal Mooney and Shawnee right back here on the OHSAA Radio Network in 45 minutes with Randy Reinhardt and AJ Trapasso. Run through the numbers here. Total offense, 421 for Kirtland, 322 for Coldwater. 410 on the ground today for the Hornets. Christian Huber, 30 carries, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Damon Washington, 18 carries, 147 yards, also 2 touchdowns. And again, the quarterback Eilerman today, 8 carries for 62 yards. I mean, this was a guy that came into today with a grand total of 149 yards rushing, and he had 62 on the day. He was 1 out of 4 passing on the day for 11 yards. Damon Washington had that catch. For Coldwater today, Austin Bruns, 18 of 34 passing for 249. Mestamaker had 6 catches for 94. Stammen 5 for 53. Otten 2 for 58. Klosterman 2 for 22. Huber had 1 for 9. Seifring had 1 for 7. And Griesop, the lineman, had 1 for 6 as well. Rushing, Austin Bruns had 14 carries for 64 yards. Klosterman a carry for 7. Chapin 2 carries for 3 on the day. Very few penalties, only 1 turnover in the game. That did not cost anybody in this contest. Time of possession ended up being 30-28 to 17-32. And really, I mean, that's one thing that you look at that was very, especially in the first half.
First half, yes.
Coldwater did what they could to get back into the game, make it 14-7, but then you forget that the defense has still been out on the field all day for Coldwater, and that's when they put that drive together and put it away at 21-7.
Yeah, it definitely wears down the defense just being out there, and especially with the run every time. It's different when you're a pass rush than fighting with an offensive lineman trying to get off and trying to make a tackle every single play back to back to back. I mean, that defensive line and linebacker just has to be gassed for Coldwater Cavaliers today.
So the first game of 6 for this weekend has been concluded, and a big busy day will continue coming up. Our final score in this OHSAA Division 5 state championship, the Kirtland Hornets 28 and the Coldwater Cavaliers 7. Again, tune in about 45 minutes as we'll have the Division 3 state championship game between the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Shawnee, they're 14-0, looking for their first state title. Cardinal Mooney will be looking for title number 9. 2:45 the airtime here along the OHSAA Radio Network. In behalf of our producers, Tim Street Reed and engineer Joe Ternovan, and our director today, Ty Higgins. And my broadcast partner, Justin Zwick. This is Todd Bell. Congratulations to the Hornets of Kirtland, champions in Division 5. The preceding has been a presentation of the OHSAA Radio Network, fueled by chocolate milk.